We worked a bit on the order reducer and the order actions, and before we even combined our reducers, we get an error when visiting contact data like this on the checkout page. The reason for this is that on the checkout page, in the checkout summary, we of course show a preview of our burger with the ingredients we have. And initially, before we loaded the ingredients is null, and therefore it fails if we try to loop through our ingredients. Now, there are a couple of ways of solving this. Easy way is to simply not load the checkout summary if ingredients aren't loaded yet. We can either show a spinner until they're there, but since in our application at least, the only time when ingredients are not there is at startup, we could also simply redirect the user if no ingredients are loaded, because if no ingredients are there, well, then it doesn't make any sense to be on the checkout page. So that is the route I'll take here, but be aware that you could of course also show a spinner instead of the summary here if you wanted to do that. So what I'll do is I'll import something from React Router DOM, and that's going to be the redirect component. We saw that in the routing section. And in the render method, I'll create a new constant, summary, and this summary by default should be the redirect, let's say. So here I'll redirect, and I'll simply redirect to /, so to my root page, to the Burger Builder. On the Burger Builder page, I have a loader as long as no ingredients were loaded. Now the summary should of course not be redirecting if instead this props ing, so ings, the ingredients, is available. We get that from our Redux state, and it is available once it has been loaded. Once that is the case, I of course want to render, and therefore this should not be a const but a variable with let. I want to render the summary we showed before. So I'll put the summary code in there. Now we can use that summary variable and output it here. So I'll simply output summary. And we also don't need to show the route to the contact data, so I can simply put this into my checkout in my summary code here too, wrap it with a div due to having adjacent elements here, and that actually also allows me to just get rid of the div here and just return summary, which either is simply a redirect or the code we previously saw. Now if I save that updated checkout container, you see, if I go to the checkout page by clicking on order now, this all works. But if I reload it by just hitting enter or refresh, I'm redirected. So this is the error fixed with this tiny adjustment. Now let's make sure that we actually combine our reducers.